Good evening and welcome back to Herning for EUICC, the European Ultimate Indoor Club Championship. We have whittled our way down to the semifinals here, and we are very excited to bring you this action. I'm Stefan Rapazzo. That's Ravi Vasudevan, despite our little flip-flop on the screen. And we have got a wonderful game in store. Ravi, tell them about what we've got for this semifinal.
So we've got the German national champion, VfL Gemmrigheim. Some of you might recognize some of the players on Bad Skid, but they've assured me they are not Bad Skid. Bad Skid is a fusion club of a few different clubs in Germany, but for indoor, they stick to just the individual clubs. So VfL Gemmrigheim is them. OTSO, the national champions from Finland. Very strong team. Actually, these two teams met each other in pool play where OTSO got the better of them. I have talked to both teams quite a bit. The Gemmrigheim guys told me, yeah, they got the better of us. We had a very difficult time stopping them. Their offense was just going all over us, but we got a plan. They wouldn't tell me what the plan was exactly, but they got a plan. And OTSO told me the same thing. They said that, we had a somewhat easy time against them in pool play, but we know these guys. They're very smart. They got Coach Marco Müller, who's the coach of the German women's national team, playing for the team here. And very, very skilled ultimate player and coach. So I'm sure he's got some tricks up his sleeve to play against
Even
these
did some work for the World Games team as a assistant coach with Reckitt. But yes, this team has got the intellect to do it. They admit even they maybe play a little bit more of an outdoor style, but they are slowly, steadily adapting. They said one of the biggest adaptations they have is Antonio Bonfiglio, who is pretty much their indoor specialist. And you look on the stats sheets for Gemmrigheim, and he's sitting there with 34 stats, and 28 of those coming on the assisting side. He is a blade chucking specialist. Look out for him, amongst many of the others you may recognize a bit more from the outdoor game.
I'm not sure if Nico Müller has ever played on a team where he wasn't the assists leader, but I guess it's the first time for everything here, Steph. Yeah, very interesting to say exactly what you said. I think OTSO is more experienced on the indoor game. Gemmrigheim is probably more talented ultimate-wise than, player for player than OTSO. So it's going to be a clash of, who knows the indoor game better versus who just the out-and-out talented ultimate players better. Interesting to see what's going to happen. So the game last time went 17-13 OTSO's way, but the Gemmrigheim guys are looking to change that up here in the semifinals.
I expect it to be tighter. I asked for a word to describe the offense by OTSO, and they said patient. I asked the same thing to tell me about the defense by Gemmrigheim, and they told me honest. Two words that would give us the impression that this is going to be a hard-nosed battle. If they stay honest and patient, this game could be a very entertaining one. I've got that feeling, Ravi.
Probably also keep your eyes on the VO stream. Some of you, picture it or whatever. There will be Mooncatchers versus Krum Örebro, the other two teams on the open side that have made it through this amazing tournament. But here we go, action starting off. OTSO in white starting on offense against Gemmrigheim in black.
Siwa goes to Otarian back. Siwa in the corner, and Marco Pritsch goes down, a collision early.
Looks like he collided there with Tommy Sandberg, which is one of OTSO's star cutters. Pritsch also one of the best defenders on this Gemmrigheim. If both of those players are out, that's going to be a hit to the game on both teams.
Hartman and Vananen in already to replace them. They both are on their feet. So we'll hope for the best, hope that we get to see them re-injected. For now, it's Siwa.
Didn't get my eyes on it, but the way they seem to be holding their faces, I don't know if their heads clashed to each other.
Underneath goes to Nini and straight in and a hand on it by Bonfiglio. Knocks it away, and they were not able to generate much at all against this offense in the first game. And here on the first point, Ravi, they've got the first part of the break job done. They've got disc in hand.
Yeah, very unfortunate to lose Sandberg if that's going to happen also. I think that really hurts their cutting game, and maybe you're seeing a little bit of that effect here.
Bid over the shoulder, but Doscher hangs on and delivers a nice, shapely backhand. Straight back to Doscher. Doscher gives the blade. Hartman goes down to his bottom to keep it alive. High lefty backhand Doscher, and Gemmrigheim would have scored if not for a pick call.
You do really see the outdoorness of this Gemmrigheim team. The one blade that was thrown, Hartman went to the ground for it. A Scandinavian team would just take that high up.
Yeah, probably one hand, but Doscher does get it back on the second effort from Hartman. And Gemmrigheim take the lead with a break to open this game up. That will make things interesting after the first one.
You see Gemmrigheim putting, here we're going to see that lefty pass for the score. Gemmrigheim putting Steph Doscher and Bonfiglio, who seems to be two of their top players on defense. They know that they really have to throw, they can't just put their top players on. A lot of teams like to do that. If we're going to put any pressure on OTSO, we've got to put some of these stars on D as well.
Good to see Tommy Sandberg right back out there. Pritch is still getting some attention on the sideline. And you're right, Ravi, it looks like they were both holding head, eyes perhaps. So good to see Sandberg already back. We'll keep our eye on the rest for you. Vananen goes back to center, has Kallio. Hammers high, well taken by Iloniamo. Kallio.
We've got Sandberg and Doscher downfield matched up against each other. That's one I definitely want to look out for.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one as Sandberg does get and goes straight back to Kallio. Iloniamo back to Kallio. He thought about it, but goes through the hands. Vananen. Siwa. Sandberg goes deep. The reception is there. Kallio, two hands and long jumps. The response by OTSO delivers.
And there you can see the effect that Sandberg can have on the field. He's just playing as a release valve player. They were really stuck, if you're going to see here. Sivo could not find anything downfield. Eventually, Sandberg makes the release valve happen. You see that he now has Jörg Reinhardt on him, so they must have forced a switch. And then immediately with that blade shot, that's the impact that man's going to have on this game. Score's now 1-1 here, Steph. OTSO answer back. Got broken first point, but got a hold afterwards.
Marco Muller kicks things off for Gemmrigheim. He gets it back and misses Bonfiglio. The throw was off, and now OTSO with a chance to break.
It'd be unfortunate they did so well to get that break to start things off. If they give it right back, it's giving me UFO versus Mooncatchers vibes here, Steph.
Rama picks up, takes the 1 meter that's given with the rules. Vorio, hammer, toe down, and that one's in. Hotari takes it. Hartman confirms it, and that is a break back, not of the mountain variety.
Hotari, a player, if you've been following Elite Ultimate for a long time, has been playing on this Finnish side, on this OTSO side for a long time. Such a strong presence. You see him just take that with authority. That took a lot of confidence and ability and strength to take that disc down with the defense on him. A lot of these OTSO guys have been playing this game for a long time, and maybe not having the same effect outdoors as they have in the past, but indoors kind of equalizes things a bit, and I think it's a good game for Masters to play as long as your knees can keep up with it.
So break a piece, back on serve as Muller distributes to Doscher. Doscher back to Reinhardt and Bonfiglio. Hartman comes under. Bonfiglio. Scoop. Beautiful throw. Add an assist to the tally. Nico Muller there to collect. A wonderful responsive possession by Gemmrigheim.
Yeah, you can see there why Bonfiglio is there as assist leader. Those are the types of throws that expand the field in this indoor format. Here you see the scuba again to Nico Muller as the target. Usually he's throwing things to other people, but here with Bonfiglio on the field, I can see him changing his role up a bit. Probably OTSO are pushing him out. Generally when you're guarding Nico Muller, when I've played against him, we try to keep him away from the handler space, but you see there, maybe they got to get Bonfiglio away from the handler space.
Yeah, he has been efficient. The poach comes, what's open? Sandberg comes under, he was open first, but defense has got honest again. That one comes across Nini. Sivor goes all the way into the backfield. Elanemo.
Foul is called.
Knocked down to the ground there by Tila.
We see there Sivo's wide open deep. I wonder if he's going to just go for the hammer and hit him.
Sandberg comes under into his own end zone. Winding up, takes the more conservative under, gets it back, and Doscher came off. Something's open, and the misfire by Sandberg this time.
Wow, I thought he could really punish that poach by Doscher, but instead he gets punished himself. Undercooking it now, Gemmrigheim with a chance to break again.
Reinert to Pritsch, good to see him back on the field. And Dasha, and that's another.
Got more breaks than holds here.
Jeez, Louise, what's going on? I mean, everybody going into this game talking about how tidy the OTSO offense has been for a day and a half, and it's a little, you know, sometimes you get under the illustrious lenses of ULTI.TV, Ravi, and the nerves start shaking a bit. Perhaps it's a case of that.
Yeah, and you see there, I think the Doscher-Sandberg matchup is working okay when Doscher's on D and Sandberg's on O, but maybe age showing a little bit on Sandberg's side. When he's guarding Doscher, Doscher's just getting open at will.
Here comes Sivo to Sandberg. Sandberg with a whole bunch of space. And that seems to be the case on the under. Vananen goes to Sivo. Sivo crosses the field, finds Kallio. Kallio tries to break around Pritsch, and he's fouled and accepted.
Gemmrigheim's really sagging off the handlers and giving the free open dumps, but trying to stop every option downfield, putting their hands high to stop any hammer against the good throwers like Siwo here.
Sandberg comes under, hammer. Doscher's in front, but a beautiful reception at the back of the end zone. Erika Nini brings down the goal. They needed that one.
Erika Nini take a bow, such a good player. He was so powerful for Putti when they had their run at the World Ultimate Club Championships, getting to the semifinals there. It was Erika Nini was the main male matching player doing the work for Putti back then. And you can see here, going over a player like Doscher, no easy feat, but the hammer placed perfectly out of his reach and also take it down. 3-3, also still down one break.
Wow, we got ourselves a game here. We've got ourselves a whole bunch of mustaches on the field too for Gemmrigheim. Everyone's sporting one except, well, there's two out there. Let us know if you can spot them. Nico Muller with the disc to Bonfiglio. Hammer straight away, Reinert there, and he needed to be very sure of that because that defense was closing down. Great right-hand catch by Reinert.
Very interesting response to the last point. Almost the same spot, almost the same hammer over a defender. This time Reinert coming down with it. Exciting stuff here, Stefan. Both of these teams really putting a lot of pressure, but offense is coming clean. 4-3 now. Gemmrigheim still up that one break, 2 breaks to 1. Very, very hot game so far.
Hi. Exciting one to be a part of from the booth.
Seems to be a bit more exciting the other semi where Mooncatchers is up 6-0 on Örebro.
Holy moly. I think they got woken up. We'll talk about that in a bit. Shot for goal, and that one's touchdown. Ellen Heimo with the goal. A beautiful, quick blade from Sandberg.
It's good to see Mark Pritch back out on the field. He was the one putting his body on the line, diving for this D. Got injured early in the game, but he seems to be back out there trying to injure himself again, I guess.
I mean, I guess you can't call that one a blade when you're playing indoors. That was an outside in. In indoors, a blade is really like practically vertical flight path.
The old rainbow blade.
Yes. But a beautiful throw nonetheless from Sandberg. Marco Muller throws over Bonfiglio to his brother, and that's not the first time they've played catch.
No, I think they've been throwing together for quite some time, probably since they were just old enough to pick up a Frisbee. Marco Muller, Nico Muller. Again, Nico being pushed downfield, but being super effective when he's down there. He is still a great athlete. People usually know him as a thrower, but he's a powerful runner, and he can get up. He'll be a receiver if you force him to.
I mean, he's been a top 10 or better player in Europe for nearly a decade. You know, you can, yes, maybe a little bit more deadly in the handler space, but a deadly player no matter where you push him. The over top, that one goes to Elimination. Goes straight back. Kallio. Kallio goes deep. But Pritch in front, but a fantastic sky by Siwo over Pritch. Wow, I mean, he may not have even had vision on that with the big body of Pritch in front.
Siwo, a player, he looks a little unassuming, but he's deceptively athletic, and he knows the indoor game so well. He's been a key player for OTSO for years, and just amazing positioning and attacking that at the exact moment to get it outside of the reach of Pritch. Phenomenal play by Siwo. 5-5 here. Gemmrigheim still up that one break.
What a game. My heart rate's increasing, Ravi. Reinert goes to Hartmann. Muller goes wide and around. That's Volmer. Back to Muller. Low throw from the backhand to Hartmann and finds Bonfiglio. Scuba, but contested, but it's Muller again, the receiver.
I think every score for the last like 3 or 4 have just been incredible plays with tight defense on it, but it's all come the way of the offense. That one I really thought was going to be a defensive play. Look at how outdoorsy Gemmrigheim plays until Bonfiglio gets the disc in his hand. Then all of a sudden things open up with the Scuba. He really trusts Nico Muller on this play. And how many receptions has Nico got in this game? Really different role than I've seen him play ever before in his career.
Wow.
Things change indoor stuff.
It's a totally different game in here. Pull reception by Kallio. High over top to Sandberg. The hammer straight back across.
Just look at how different the throwing, like even what they're looking for, is between the two teams. So cool to watch.
Sandberg zips one over to Kallio. And there's the more traditional, almost inverted blade. Elimination. Back to Sandberg. Sivo. And Sandberg playing the 2-player game, and then wide open the end zone is Vananen. And OTSO cash in, tied up at 6.
Such intelligent defense there played by Gemmrigheim. They really forced a number of blady swings. In an outdoor game, this is a perfect defense. You're forcing these crazy swings and they're getting nothing else. In indoor, just a little bit difficult playing against throwers like OTSO because the problem is they have those throws. And look at here, Siwo's so good, so quick with the disc, sees the continuation immediately. I'm just loving this game, Steph. This is a phenomenal game so far, but what more would you expect in the semifinals of the European Championship?
Yeah, not much more. I mean, 2 breaks each right away in the game, and then back and forth we go, and Nico Muller, again the recipient of another goal, Ravi. Let's not let him touch anything unless it's a goal, is the new Gemmrigheim plan, perhaps.
I mean, I guess, is OTSO forcing them to do that, or are they just doing this on their own? I'm very curious. Maybe at some point you got to push him under. It's not a strategy I would usually recommend against Nico, but if he's playing like this, we see the Gemmrigheim support staff there. I think you had a chat with a few of those older guys. The one on the right, I don't know his name, but he was actually playing with Gemmrigheim at the last EUICC. Well, he was on the roster. He didn't get much play time in the tight games, but he was on the roster.
Yeah, the old boys club, as I call them, they had 2 cents to chip in on every question I asked, and very entertaining, excitable crew. Sivor goes across, had Nini and straight back. Ooh, to Sandberg. Oh, Dosser gets a piece, but Sandberg hangs on after the Mac. What a play. Nini, and for goal actually from Sandberg. And that one does count. Vananen cashes in, and Dosser, a opportunity squandered. Thought he had it there.
He got his paw, and I think we're going to see the replay here. The blade comes off. Oh, he just couldn't get his hands around it, and Sandberg's such good presence of mind to make that catch. Then we see the hammer for the score to Vananen. Vananen playing really, really well as well. I think we talk about CO, we talk about Sandberg, but they're really good all the way down the line here, are these OTSO players.
Yeah, you don't get this far without it. 7-7, couple mullets on the scoreboard.
Not Galaxy yet. We're playing to 17, so half is at 9.
Oh, what a throw, Nico Mueller. Back to Marco Mueller. Now Hartman, and that is going to be called as a strip. They will discuss it further, surely.
It was very close. My eyes. Yeah, it's a strip. It's a strip.
I believed it was a strip as well.
It's pretty simultaneous, I think, but simultaneous goes to the offense.
Hartman looked to lead it, but goes back to the wide open Reinert. Reinert now finds Bonfilio. Look out, he throws assists. And he's done it again. Bonfilio has eyes for that end zone, and he may as well because he efficiently distributes.
Jörg Reinert's another really key player for Bad Skid. Has been playing on their O-line for a long time. Doesn't have maybe quite the name recognition of the Boyton Muellers and the Muellers and whatever, but he's a key glue piece to what makes their O-line tick. Talking to Marco Mueller, as I said, Gemmrigheim is not Bad Skid. It's a single club. He said, yeah, we took a couple people to add to bolster our numbers, 2 of them, which was Jörg Reinert and Steph Doscher, which are a couple good pickups to add to your squad, I would have to say. The 8-7.
OTSO can bring this to Galaxy with one more hold. Sandberg fakes the big. Has nothing, gives the shovel. And now wide across to Sivor. Into the hands of Kallio and Elenheimo. Sivor to Sandberg. Hammer, Kallio, he's there. 8 apiece, couple of snowmen on the board. It's Galaxy point, ladies and gentlemen.
Kallio is excited. That was an amazing cut, but amazing vision from Sandberg to see, like, if you want, I don't know if we'll be able to see this. Here Kallio throws a disc. I don't know if we can keep our eyes on him. His cut was so creative. He cuts into the middle of the field and then peels off to the corner where what each other can hit and what each other want. Great stuff. 8-8, we got Galaxy point here. Also really need to get this one because Gemmrigheim are going to get offense coming out of half.
Mueller to Reinert. Ooh, low throw, given away. This could be a break for Galaxy. Picked up. Flipped over. And redistributed. Sandberg's crossed over. Sandberg thrown the goal. Potroikis with that goal on a break. 9-8. What a first half. A break to end it, Ravi. We've had a bit of everything.
And you know that they put out Sandberg. They know how important Galaxy point is. They took this half. It was a little bit of an unforced error from Reinert, I have to say. I mean, of course, it was team pressure, but he just kind of threw that one away. But they capitalized on it. You see Sandberg here with a nice flick blade in the end zone. Potroikis takes it, and that was huge because now we're back on serve, and OTSO would have been in a tough place giving the kind of soft free break if they had lost that one.
We're beyond back on serve. It is 3 breaks to 2.
Are you sure about that? I thought that OTSO started on offense and they just held, but maybe my math is wrong.
Oh, you are correct.
Yeah, I think we're 2 breaks to 2 or 3 breaks to 3, but it's back on serve right now.
Yes, it is. So we will take that break. Thanks, Ravi, for putting us back on track. We're going to take a short break, too, and be back for more scintillating second half action.
Have you seen our VO streams?
Do you know that VO cameras are built for more tactical team sport analysis? The inbuilt tracking technology allows you to see the game in finer detail. That's why teams are already using it, and ULTI.TV and EUF are teaming up to help you join VO. Contact EUF administration to get more details.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
our
work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Second half action. I just had to open my rib cage and put my heart back in my chest after the first half there. If we have anything more like that, I'm not sure we'll make it to the end, Ravi. Bonfilio decides not to throw an assist, but then gets it straight back. Could it be coming? No, Hartman comes under to Bonfilio. Marco Muller opens himself up. Back to Bonfilio.
We see Hotari taking the Nico Mueller matchup. I think that's a really good choice for OTSO, and they've so far limited him.
A switch there, and still nothing could be done. Bonfilio broke free, and when he's not chucking assists, showing that he's got the speed, he's got the legs to do it the other way too. A nice response, 9-9. Oh, this game is going to be good. I mean, it's good, but I feel like it's going to be good late, too.
We'll have to see if one team can pull away or we can stay this tight. I like it because we're staying this tight, but they are giving breaks. They are giving up leads. It's keeping things exciting. Who's anybody's game right now? But also right now in the driver's seat, if they trade out, they're going to take it. But I don't think the game's going to go that clean.
Yeah, me either. You guys probably hearts out of your chest too. Hit that like button, subscribe while you're at it, show your love for games like this. And that one overshot, looking for Sandberg, hand up. Kallio knows he overcooked it, and break chance again after, this offense of OTSO that has been damn near perfect all weekend long.
We do see with Gemmrigheims, Dosh is the only real O-line presence that's crossed over right here. Oh, what a layout bid.
Wow, how is that maintained by Gemmrigheim with that kind of defense? And then a stall out? I think that seemed like a quick 8 seconds. I was about to say we're getting to, it seems like a long time in hand there.
I think there's a marking infraction. They were talking about where the stall needed to come back to. I don't think it was quite a stall out, but
that sounds better.
It's coming in on 6, I heard, so it's high up there.
Erkanini, wild hands, Dosher bids, and second chance to hold for OTSO.
That was a golden opportunity squandered by Gemmrigheim.
Kallio goes back to Sandberg. Sandberg gets it again. And again, using the middle of the field, Erkanini goes back to Sandberg. Kallio involved. Nini. The Blammer goes over to Sandberg, hammer to Kallio, and he's there for the goal. Gave up a chance, but still collect the goal, go up 10-9 in this contest.
Kallio, such an impressive downfield presence. He doesn't look like the biggest athlete in the world, but he continuously finds himself open in the end zone. Phenomenal play from him. He had that throwaway earlier in this point, but once they got it back, he just drove things and eventually gets another score to his name. 10-9, also still in the driver's seat. Gemmrigheim's really going to want to have that one back.
It's so fast and furious, these points. We barely have enough time to continue to remind you. Hit that like button and subscribe. We'll tell you to be a patron here and there too, as Reinhardt goes to Marco Muller in his own end zone. Muller, that was a mounting stall count, but gets it off to Reinhardt. Are they discussing how high it did indeed mount?
Looks like that is the discussion here. I'm seeing the hand signals for contested stall out, but it looks like the stall out will be retracted. So it's going to go back to Jörg Reinhardt, and we'll continue from there.
Reinhardt goes deep, low, Mueller. That one counts. I'm glad he safely caught himself in that net. The net is hooked on a chair there. Somebody should unhook that.
That net's been saving lives so far here, Steph. Yeah. I've seen a lot of cases of that. We're going to see the replay here. It's such a good reception by Nico Mueller. He has to really focus on making the catch low, keeping his feet in bounds. This is a really technically difficult catch to keep control before moving things. But yeah, and you can see the net getting stuck on the back chair. I hope somebody cleans that up so that it can save someone from colliding there.
Sivor to Kallio, hammer to Sandberg. Sandberg to Nini. Pick called. As Ilun Hemo came under, he's going to send it back to Nini.
Something that huge hammer that went to Sandberg. You so nonchalantly said hammer to Sandberg. If that was an outdoor game and that thrown up, you would have been like, whoa. But here you're just like, no, hammer to Sandberg. Yeah. Even before he caught it, like, you're just, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, like a swing or a dump. Hammer to Sandberg. Ilun Hemo inside to Kallio. Kallio goes wide. Sandberg there. Dodger peels off and gets the defense. Break chance for Gemmrigheim. Hartman comes back into his own end zone. Goes wide, Bonfiglio. The specialist, Blades, over. What I said a specialist, and he shows why I'm able to call him that. What a blade to go over. Probably the best defensive height presence OTSO would have, and hits Dosher on a dime.
That was sensational stuff. I can't say anything except that it was sensational. Incredible throw there by Bonfiglio to get it out of the reach of Sandberg. Here we're going to see the throw over to him. And you see Siwo puts the hands up because he knows this is the one player that can actually throw it. He takes advantage of that, puts it over into the break side. Wow, what a throw.
Nothing else Sandberg could have done to prevent that. And great play for Dosher to get that without vision. Nini goes under. Vananen inside to Sandberg. Sandberg goes hammer. Ilun Hemo there. And the response, 11 apiece. Gemmrigheim in the driver's seat.
11-11. Yeah, Gemmrigheim got the break on that last point, so still they have the advantage. But as I said, I don't think this game is going to be super clean for the last few points. We're going to see some exciting turnovers come our way.
And if not, a lot of bodies are going to be throwing themselves on, died trying. Goodness gracious. OTSO to pull. Hangs and lands in the hands of Volmer. Reinhardt, the stalwart, goes to Bonfiglio. The loose cannon! And that one gets away, crossing routes. Are they talking about contact?
I think what they might be talking about is that Hartman might be saying there was a dangerous play that he kind of blindsided him and maybe he tried to avoid contact. Here we're going to see the replay. You see Hartman go in for it. I think Hartman had time to respond.
I mean, that's tough to say that the defensive presence of mind shown by Leto is not afforded to him. He didn't go into the play. He was looking up. He would have avoided, I think, in any case.
Yeah.
I think Hartman saw the pressure coming directly towards him, and he had to pull out of the play. But I think he had to pull out because he was beat to the space.
Yeah, these are always so tough for this dangerous play calls. You see here, and you see him even, he does reach before peeling in front, but he does his best to peel in front after the play is made to avoid contact. In my eyes, that's kind of a good defensive play, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this go back.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a tough time agreeing as well at this stage. What you won't have a tough time is sliding your mouse at this moment and hitting the like button. While you're at it, hit the bell, subscribe button, do all those things. And, you know, you may not have quite enough time to become a patron right here and now, but you can make a little note for yourself to do after game, become patron, and do my civic duty for the sport and European Ultimate. Bonfiglio with the disc. Scoops it, Dosser, oh, but it did touch the scoreboard, and that means it's a turnover.
So back to such an amazing throw.
And it would have come off. It did land in the hands, but does not count. Bonfiglio poaches off and then plays catch up as the disc bounces from sideline back to the middle. Now shot for goal. Nico Muller was in front. A little bit of a collision, but nothing that will land into the realms of violations. Or not.
I'm not sure what the call is here. Maybe a foul on the throw. Must be a foul on the throw because I think the D was quite clean from Muller.
But it is back in the hands of OTSO. Rama gets the upliner to stick to Hotari. Hotari goes hammer, that's high. Bonfiglio takes it away. Beautiful play. And we've got another call. Looks like it's coming out from the throwing side. Hotari and Muller discussing. But yes, turnover called.
Now Gemmrigheim get the disc back. Love to see Bonfiglio get the disc back after his throwaway.
Bonfiglio can't long jump it in, but he is on the line. Trying to isolate Reinert, not able to. Goes backwards to Nico Muller. Muller now with the disc. Bonfiglio is barking for it, but it's Vollmer who opens up all sorts of space. And Gemmrigheim continue to dictate the pace. They are up 12-11.
And there we see the Nico Muller. Now here's the scuba. You see it hit the top. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong replay. Off timing wise. No, but yeah, you see the. Now I've got myself out of sorts. Here we see Bonfiglio give it back to Muller, and then I think we're going to see the scuba coming off of his hands. That's the Nico Muller we know.
He's back, everyone. Not just a goal-scoring receiver. Can throw assists still. Can you believe it?
12-11. We're really coming down to it here. About eight and a half minutes left in this one.
And so many cliches, but one of them, tough to beat the same team twice in a tournament. And that's what OTSO would have to do. A revenge game for Gemmrigheim if they can pull this one off. And that's kind of gives that little advantage, when, especially in tight contests. But it's still anyone's game, of course. Ercanini goes to Sandberg. He gets it in the guts. Tried to go high. Dosser jumping mark defense. Faked hammer by Sivo. Back to Sivo from Sandberg. Isolation, two-player game. Goes with the offhand. Sandberg in for goal. Vananen. And player down. I think it's Sandberg goes down after throwing the assist. That is not good for OTSO. The score is leveled up. We will keep a keen eye on Sandberg and see.
Yeah, we see here, I think what happens is he goes for that give and go really quickly, and I think he turns on his ankle right before he throws. He's coming off on his own volition, but he's limping a little bit as he does it. Oh, there's a little bit of a clatter there with Pritch again.
Yeah, stepped on his foot kind of and folded over. As he said, off on his own volition, but gingerly, he was favoring that left ankle. Let's see, that would be a major blow to OTSO if Sandberg is unable to return. Reinert goes to Nico Muller, now to Dosser. Straight back to Muller. Hartman comes under, screaming. Muller, widen around Bonfiglio. Bonfiglio, there's the blade. Hartman goes back in the middle to Reinert. Nico Muller inside finds Dosser. Dosser gives the dump to Bonfiglio. Bonfiglio sizes up his end zone. High stall count, dumps back, Nico Mula. Mula back to Bonfiglio. Hartman. High pass count now, as high as many points we've seen in this game, if any. Scuba into the corner. You gotta be kidding me, Nico Mueller. A scuba like that to cross body and still follow the line down, that is not an easy throw.
It's funny, a little bit before that throw, I saw Mueller get the disc and immediately by stall, like 1 or 2, pass it off to Bonfiglio. And I'm like, I'm not seeing any offense where you want to get the disc out of Nico Mueller's hands quickly, but Bonfiglio is an amazing surgeon with this disc. He really opens things up. And here we see Nico, though, he can still put the scuba himself. Wow, incredible stuff from the ex-player of the year back a little while ago. There seems to be some timeout, I think, is called.
So timeout called.
I'm not sure why. It seems Steph said something about we've already used the 35 seconds or something. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on, but there's a timeout. Timeout on the field.
We're going to take a break to catch our breath. Hit that like button. We'll be right back for the end, pointy end of this game. We're back. Don't worry, we were never intending on staying away long. Kallio with the disc. Nini finds Sandberg. Great to see him back running hard. Kallio! And yeah, not bad to see him back out there. If you are a Finnish supporter of this OTSO side, he can still play, Rob.
He can still play it. Maybe he won't be quite as dangerous downfield, but still disc in his hand, he can still get it anywhere he wants. And with receivers like Kallio, still an incredibly dangerous player. Here you see Kallio actually starts from the back of the end zone, gets it over to Nini. They're going to get the toss over to Sandberg, and Kallio's just off to the races because he knows, Sandberg's got the disc in his hand. I just got to be anywhere. As long as I'm anywhere, he'll hit me somewhere.
Love seeing the numbers mount. You guys watching at home or from everywhere, wherever you may be. Let us know in the chat who's going to win this one. Getting tight at the end. Who do you got? Nico Mueller inside to Bonfiglio. Bonfiglio right away. Hartman, and it's going to count. These goals are coming quick. A efficient offensive distribution there. Germany, Gemmrigheim score and make it 14-13.
Tuning in late, the game is to 17, so even if Gemmrigheim put this one in, the game will not be over yet. Still got 5 minutes left. I think we're going to get all the way to 17 here, Steph. These points are going efficiently. Gemmrigheim happy to just keep trading out if that's the way it's going to go. Also going to have to put something on to get the disc back and take the lead again.
Yeah, right now their offense has the all-important job of holding, but I think we'll see their defensive units shortening up and perhaps crossing over a few key players. Wondering if Sandberg will be able to be one of them to cross over in the condition he's in. But right now, disc in his hand and a stoppage.
Yeah, him and Pritch clashing again. I think they're going to have some words after this game.
Nini to Sandberg. Sandberg, Kallio, and another one. Sandberg, as you said, Ravi, if he's not going to go downfield, he can be just as lethal from the throwing side. That said, I was watching him move that time. He wasn't like long cutting, but he did not seem to be favoring that ankle at all. He's moving at full speed.
I just want to also say, Steph, talking about Sandberg, Lassi Kallio is having such a great game. An incredible game. I'm just so impressed by the number 22 shirt out of OTSO. Great stuff, but they got to get a break back to get back in this one. 14-14. What a game, Steph. What a game. Semifinals, finals berth on the line. Most likely to play against the favorited Moon Catchers in the final tomorrow.
Here we go. Bonfiglio gets Hartman coming under. Hartman has a look upfield, assesses, and Nico Mueller comes under, zips one into Dodger. Straight back to Bonfiglio. Hammer in the corner. Reinert, another efficient offensive possession. 15-14. Another lead taker, dictating the pace in this game that is just chipping back and forth in these late stages.
Crowd starting to fill in as the day is coming to a close for many people. Hopefully we got some nice electric energy here. as the Mooncatchers semi, I believe, is probably closing out or is closed out by now. I'll just double check the score here. Now Mooncatchers still at 14-9 against Örebro, so Örebro's doing a little bit okay, but still down that 5 points.
Yeah, going to be tough to get themselves right back into that one.
But here we are at the exciting semi here on ULTI.TV. OTSO now with another chance. They got to get this hold.
Kallio. Sivor having a look. Nini fills the space in the dump area. One under comes, then Sandberg comes for the second. And a beautiful fake cut by Sivor and made him pay. Sandberg lasered one up the open side line and puts another efficient hold in. They need a break. Can they get it? They'll level it. They can bring it back. The offense is doing it, but can either of these offenses be stopped now in the late stages?
I think they're going to have to cross Sandberg over at some point. They haven't done it yet, but that's how they got their breaks in the first half, crossing him over. I think they're going to need to do that. The question is, can his ankle take it? Can he bring the energy that OTSO is going to need?
And that was the Galaxy point break you speak of. That one over the 2-meter line, they will get a brick chance. But it was the Galaxy point. Maybe they'll wait for Universe to do it again. I feel like that's waiting just a bit too long, but hey, it worked last time.
All right, 15-15. It's 0-0 game to 2, Steph. How many times have you done that at practice?
Holy moly, Bonfilio. Dosser comes under far sideline. There's the horn. Horn doesn't matter. There's going to be a game to 17. Dosser to Mueller. Mueller zipped one to Hartman. 16-15. Holy dooly. Gemmrigheim take the lead again. And, I mean, a must score now for OTSO. And we got what we're all waiting for if they do it. So come on, do us that favor now. OTSO. Wow, back and forth. What more could you ask for? What more could you possibly need to give a like in this game?
Here we see Doscher getting it up the line, and we're not able to see the cutting downfield, but there was just a moment of hesitation from the defense, and Hartman took advantage, got the break pass. Kallio's going to take the brick mark. Oh, did that cross into the prism or not? It's always so hard to tell.
Yeah, because it's not a real prism.
We need to get some lasers. We got to get some lasers to see if it goes through, but they will get the brick. Kallio to start things off.
Kallio. Ellenheimo. Looks to center, doesn't like it. Now hammers. Sandberg's there, puts the hands there. It's like, yeah, that's the right thing to do. And we've got ourselves a Universe point situation for a berth in the finals. OTSO, VfL Gemmrigheim, 1 point to play. The last 32 of them don't even matter anymore, Ravi.
And I was looking for one man. Oh, 2 men. All right, we got Nini on D. We got Sandberg on D. They know it's time to bring out the big guns. Can Gemmrigheim handle this new level of pressure? That's always difficult. They're used to playing against the other players. Now they're going to have this added element. But, of course, they've got Nico Muller. They've got Jörg Reinhardt. They've got Steph Doscher. They've got Hartman and Bonfilio. What a lineup we got here, Steph.
Reinhardt gets the disc back to Bonfilio midfield. From the brickmark scoopers, right away, Hartman chases it in, and Gemmrigheim are going to the final. A instant classic semi. Gemmrigheim outlast OTSO in a scintillating semifinal. Ravi, give us your last words on that one. Oh my goodness.
Oh, incredible. And even looking at the stat sheet, I hadn't seen Gemmrigheim play yet, but I would, if you would have asked me who's going to be the MVP of this game, the name Bonfilio was not going to be the first name that came to my mind. I would have been thinking Doscher, I would have been thinking Mueller, but Bonfilio's throws change what Gemmrigheim's offense could do, and you saw it there to finish off. What a performance from Bonfilio. He really took the team on his shoulders, and I can't believe I'm saying that when you got the elements of like Nico Muller and Steph Doscher on the team. Incredible performance from both teams. What a game we had here. Here we're going to see the final sequence. Reinhardt gets it over Bonfilio, and it couldn't end any other way. This Scuber, incredible stuff, and Hartman can just run it in. Great presence of mind to scoop that one in. Wow, what a game. Gemmrigheim, well-deserved victory, but it could have gone either way. Gemmrigheim will see Moon in the final tomorrow. Also going to have to play for bronze. Great stuff, Steph.
Incredible stuff. I couldn't have been happier with the way that game panned out. We would love you to help the algorithm, let more people know this is a game worth watching by smashing that like button right now. It was an incredible game. Tomorrow's final now, we talked just a bit about that. Moon have been the favorite from the beginning. They kind of were not really smashing people throughout the tournament. Got a wake-up call by UFO in the quarters that was a bit too close for comfort, and we said, the way KFUM was playing up until that stage, that could be the better semi, and I think the wake-up call made it not the better semi. They did just smack around. Okay, maybe not a smack around. I did not watch the game, but a bigger score differential than we may have expected. Moon get away with that, and then it goes back to that same old story. Well rested or well tested. The Germans get through a tough test to get there. They had to fight tooth and nail. And the last game, even though they did have to get tested and get woken up to get there, but Moon just flexed their muscles and kind of cruise in. It sets up a great final tomorrow. Still, I'm probably going to favor and give advantage to the Mooncatchers, but boy, oh boy, I will not count this team out by any stretch of the imagination.
No, I think I would have heavily favored Mooncatchers, but seriously, aside from the fact that I've seen Bonfilio add an element to the Gemmrigheim game that I think is enough to make them much more of a dangerous threat tomorrow. We'll see, but don't go anywhere. Tonight we still got 2 more semifinal matchups for you. Coming up next, do we have the mixed division? Is that the next one?
Absolutely right, Ravi. You're going to be staying on the microphone there with Hannah to do Mighty Hucks, who ousted Terrible Monkeys, and maybe a surprise, an oust seeding, taking on Ultimate Saku, the Estonian team. That is coming up next. We thank you so much for being here with the ULTI.TV crew. For Ravi Vasudevan, I've been Stefan Rapazzo. Thanks for joining us, and we will catch you next time.
We live in a world where everything can be referenced online. Imagine if the greatest moments in our sport were never filmed. Eurodisc continues to do what it takes to make free-to-watch live streams a reality. Let's leave nothing to the imagination. We'll consume the action live, and we'll support those that help to make it happen. If it wasn't streamed, it didn't happen. Eurodisc.
What a grab! Oh my God! Somehow they do it!
Thank you. Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, Ultimate.
ULTI.TV.